Sheila tells Deacon in his room that it would be foolish of him to reject her financial offer. I can support you in improving. How much? Deacon inquires. Sheila smiles evilly as her face twists. You're not evicting me as quickly anymore, are you? Deacon turns around and shakes his head. His relationship with his daughter is going well, but spending time with her will destroy it. You must depart immediately. Brooke tells Taylor at Steffi's house that she and Ridge will likely recommit shortly. Taylor believes that she needs to be bold to attack his son. Brooke affirms that she has no intention of allowing Thomas to separate Douglas from Hope. She has no control over what happens with Douglas, so Taylor wonders what she thinks she's doing. Brooke contends that Thomas made the choice when he recognized Douglas needed a dependable parent. She is reminded by Taylor that it was only intended to be transitory. Douglas cannot be forced out of his house, insists Brooke. As a psychiatrist, Taylor starts to weigh in, but Brooke snarls. Douglas will not be taken out of the home. I won't permit it. Taylor's pupils constrict. I'm sorry, but you won't let it happen. No, Brooke responds. Definitely not. Thomas promises Hope at the cabin that he will only be keeping Douglas with him for one night at this time. He's going to have a blast, I'm sure. Later, they'll worry about the rest. They discuss the circumstances. Although Thomas will always be appreciative of her for being his mother, Douglas should move in with Thomas now. After all, he's a Forrester. He ought to be with the Forresters. Douglas needs more time with Thomas, and P is aware of that. But she doesn't want his home to change. Douglas enters just then. He rushes to hug his father. Thomas invites him to spend the night and says he's moving in with Granddad. Douglas begs Hope to let him spend the night with his father since he is so eager to do so. Taylor, who is at the Cliff home, is aware of Brooke's deep concern for Hope, but she is certain that Brooke wants him to have a loving and intimate relationship with his father. Everyone wants it, according to Brooke, provided Thomas is deserving. Douglas is Thomas' son, so Taylor snarls, You have no right to say when they see each other. How could Brooke not be suspicious of Thomas' character given what he has done over the years? When Brooke says this, Taylor finds it rich and sneers, pot meet kettle. They are accused of wanting to kidnap Douglas by Brooke. Taylor disputes they are acting in that manner. It's just that she and Ridge are currently totally preoccupied with their family. You and Ridge. Rages Brooke. Ridge is not your spouse. He is mine. Despite Brooke's denials, Taylor can tell that she is in danger. Brooke believes that Douglas had nothing to do with the miracle involving Steffi and Finn. They want the same happiness for Thomas and his son, Taylor claims, so it must be true. Douglas already lost a mother, says Brooke. Does Thomas want him to lose another? Taylor informs her that Hope is still very much alive, whereas Caroline passed away. Douglas, according to Brooke, is staying with his sister and mother. He isn't. Taylor sighs and beams. Sheila tells Deacon that while he used to be successful and a force to be reckoned with, he is now barely scraping by. I can fix everything for you. There is no need for Deacon to alter. What about want? Sheila queries. She can arrange for him to get new clothes or a car. Opportunity is at his doorstep. Deacon doesn't know. Come on, think about the rewards, purrs Sheila as she approaches. Don't make me leave, please. Please don't remove me. Sheila depicts Deacon as successful and wealthy so that she can make investments in his future. Deacon can go his own way, but concerns about how it will affect his relationship with Hope. When Sheila questions it, what do you even have without me? Deacon is liberated. Sheila shares the desire to avoid jail. Why here? Deacon queries. Why me? Sheila entices him into a passionate kiss. I believe that question was answered last night. Hope agrees to let Douglas spend the night with his father in the cabin. Thomas and he exchange fist bumps before the boy departs to pack his bag. You could see how he was excited. Thomas says to Hope, Everything will turn out okay, right? Hope concurs that it will, provided Thomas is aware that this is just a temporary alteration and not a long-term one. At the Cliff house, Brooke accuses Taylor of wanting to sever her relationship with Ridge and taking Douglas away from Hope because Hope is her daughter. Taylor assures Brooke that she is doing that task admirably on her own. She is told by Brooke that it won't work. She won't do it to Hope, and she most surely won't do it to Douglas either. She's not going to take Douglas. Sheila begs Deacon to give them a chance while they are at his house. She is reminded by him that he was unaware of her last night. She will take on any form he desires. She murmurs in his ear, "Just don't turn me in and don't turn me away." Deacon retreats. She asks him to go ahead and turn her in at that point, but she warns him that he might also end up back in jail. After grabbing his phone, Deacon thinks he can't risk it. He made a good decision, Sheila grins. There is only one more query from her. Which side of the bed would you prefer?